For our Mise en scène project, we did the opening scene of Saw 1. The scene begins with a key floating through dim water. The key has a light attached to it, giving a sense of hope in the dark water.
It then cuts to a close-up of a man's face. He awakens in the water and begins to panic, sending the proverbial piece of hope down in the drain.
As Adam flops out of the tub, we can see very little. However, we can see just enough to see the dirt and the grime coating the walls and floor. This gives off a very depressing vibe and sort of represents the proverb, left in the dark. We don't know what's happening, and neither does Adam.
Adam is then shown to be chained to a set of pipes, further strengthening the idea of hopelessness.
We can hear an off-screen voice, very calm in comparison to Adam's super panicked tone. This makes the audience think that the disembodied man is most likely the mastermind behind his constraint.
The lights turn on, one by one, jarring the audience and giving the sense that he was just thrown into this room. Adam is also very affected by the lights, connecting the audience with him.
It then shows the other man in the room, and shows that he is in a similar situation to Adam. This plays with the audience's expectations, as we originally thought that the man dressed in blue, Lawrence, was a foe. However, we can now see that he is potentially a friend, or someone relatable to our protagonist.
It then cuts to our expected point of view of Adam, his vision blurring at the start. It then cuts to the point of view of the protagonist, showing Lawrence.
The camera pans to a man lying on the floor in a pool of his own blood, which further reinforces the idea of hopelessness. The dead man almost represents the ideas of our protagonists and the audience, as we think they are going to die there. There is a non-diegetic scream as the body is shown, which jars and scares the audience, further putting us into the shoes of the protagonists, as that is what they'd be thinking if they saw a dead body.
The camera then gives a close-up on the items in the hands of the dead man, a tape recorder and a revolver. This makes the audience think that these items are important through a literary and cinematic element known as Chekhov's gun, which states that anything that is shown will have a purpose.
The scene ends with the protagonist screaming and jingling their